How me and the mentorship got the exact same trade over a year ago. You guys are going to see consistency in this video because I am using the same model for years, only refined. I don't model hop like all these other mentors. I don't change up my model. I don't make some fake concept. This is what consistency is. Y'all are lucky I found this old presentation, man. I'm also going to show you how I made a data back decision to take the trade rather than fading it because a lot of people would have faded it due to some reasons I'm going to explain in this video. The proof is in the pudding, whatever that may mean. But yeah, me and the mentees taking a crazy trade. This is a trade. Let's get straight into business, man. Before the trade happened, I sent out to my mentorship that if we get a H1 change in the state of delivery, I am looking for longs. Why am I looking for longs? Because we have this beautiful SMT right here. Damn, Osuke, you were already using the SMTs a year ago and you've refined it even more now? Yes, the same exact model. You cannot make this up. So, if that was not the scenario, then I want to see a sweep at the highs and then an aggressive drop down. After we have closed above this breaker, I've sent out to the mentorship that we are above the breaker and then I want to see some continuations to the upside. Then I sent a chart of EU right here with H1 mitigation block and SMT and DXY right here above the breaker. I also sent out to the mentorship on the day of the trade that I want to see a continuation and that will be my H1 second stage. Now let me zoom in right here. As you guys can see, we reacted beautifully like art from the breaker. Correct? Correct. So my analysis was perfect as per usual. No, I'm kidding. It's probabilities. The market is probabilities. Don't fall for the trap that people say they got a perfect model. That's cap. That is cap. Alright. What do we see right here? A beautiful manipulation lag once we project it upwards, -2 standard deviations. And then we have a beautiful manipulation lag right here, projected upward, -2 standard deviations. And it's exactly on top of each other. Make it make sense. Look at this precision of me reading the markets over a year ago. Man, I'm happy I found this presentation because this is just art. Wait, because I said something about art then too. I just went through the old chat logs. Let me find it real quick. Give me a sec. Man, I was even a comedian back then. Every day is a good day when you paint. So this exact picture you see right here, it's this. You can even see at the top left. This ain't no cap. This is an old video. And you guys are lucky that you guys are witnessing this greatness. A lot of people wouldn't be confident to take the New York continuation trade. Why? Because we were in a bullish order flow that I will show in a trade breakdown in a bit. And you guys will see. But I know based on my data that New York continuations win 23 times and lose 4 times. So am I going to fade my own data? Does that make any sense if I know that I have such a high win ratio on New York continuation trades that I'm not going to take them? You tell me, does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. I also want to clarify that this data is 2024 February until September. Only the New York continuation. Before I do my trade breakdown, let me explain real quick why I have 3 charts open. My trades are always based on intermarket analysis. That's why I have euro against the dollar, pound against the dollar, and the dollar index inverted on my charts. Why is the dollar index inverted? Because it is inversely correlated with EU and GU. So if I inverse it, obviously it's going to look the same. So that's easier on my eyes and way easier for me to spot SMTs and things of that nature. So let's get straight into business. First, when I open my charts, I'm asking myself, where are we most likely reaching to? So if I see that we have swept a monthly swing high, well, even multiple monthly swing highs, as you guys can see right here, right here, right here on GU, then what am I expecting? I'm expecting some relief in price because we do not continuously go up, 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 up. That's not how it works because then it would be way too easy. What do? We go up, wreck everyone, up, wreck everyone, up, wreck everyone. And that's why, I'm gonna give some sauce. That's why after a good day, you see price chop around a bit before continuing. Why? Because everyone's chasing that. But we gotta wreck them before we continue. I little gem for you. Take it and run. So let's drop to the weekly. As you guys can see, GU sweeps this monthly swing high, EU fails to do so, and DXY fails to do so. So what am I expecting? Some kind of manipulation upwards to then retrace a bit. Why some manipulation upwards at first? Obviously, if the market is looking like this, if the market is continuously going up, I don't know why. Some people are that stupid, but it's just the way the game works. A lot of people are trying to catch the top every single time. There's probably people catching the top right here. So when the week opens, I am expecting people to get wrecked again before we get our retracement. To wreck these idiots that are probably shorting and are in a bit of profit right here, and that they think they're a genius just because they caught the top, flex on social media for likes, but likes don't mean anything. Do likes put money in your pocket? No, they do not, unless you're a scammer, but let's go back to the weekly. I'm getting ahead of myself. In this weekly right here, we expect the next weekly candle to open up, manipulate upwards, drop like this, to give us a potential retracement candle, doji candle. Maybe it's going to go up. We don't know. It can literally do this and go up too. But in this scenario, because we have SMT at the monthly highs, I am anticipating some form of retracement. So this is the day before the trade occurred. And what do we see at the daily highs? Let me zoom in for the blind people. We see a SMT. And bro, these are so explosive when it's an inside day into like sweep right here. Those are crazy, but hey, that's some sauce for another time. I am seeing this SMT at the daily highs. Now let me open up EU a bit more. So this is the EU chart. SMT at previous day's highs. Let me go back. Let me. SMT EU versus GU and DXY at the previous day's high. So if I have SMT right here, by the way, I'm not going to leak too much sauce. Then I'm anticipating price to potentially drop. And then this becomes my mitigation block to then snipe shorts from, like you guys saw in my outlook. Correct? Yes, that is correct. Let's play price forward. What happens? London Open Kill Zone brings a just beautiful art. It retraces into the breaker. And let me spill some stars right here. What's this? What is this? Yeah, that's the unicorn pattern. Good job. You're so smart. 10. Is that a valid trade? You tell me. I'm finna leak all the sauce. I told you I'm gonna show only the trade I took, but I just gave y'all some more sauce again. After we got that beautiful reaction at the H1 mitigation block, what am I expecting in the next day? Do I gotta put up my presentation back, or do you guys remember? I'm expecting the second stage of the market maker model, correct? Yes, oh Sky, correct. Good job, good job, good job. Now I'm trolling. Let me chill. And now I ain't gonna leak all the sauce because right here, there's a beautiful SMT. But why do we take that SMT? I ain't finna leak it. Y'all can check the mentorship. Alright. So as I told you guys, how confident am I in New York continuations? How confident am I? Extremely confident. Extremely. And what do we see right here again? Nana. Do we see the SMT? But why the SMT? I don't know, man. You tell me. Alright, so let's zoom in to the M5. This is my trade right here. As you guys know how I trade the unicorn pattern. High, low. Higher high, lower, low. This is the breaker, correct? Yes, it is correct. Let me stop trolling like that. So, where do we put our limit? You choose where you want to put your limit. Where do we target? You choose where you want to target. And this is a beautiful trade breakdown, how I capitalized on that beautiful narrative creation. You cannot make this up. It's just art in my eyes. And I hope you guys get at this level too. But I told y'all, a lot of people would be scared to short, correct? Why? Because when we go to the daily, does this look bearish? Does this look bearish to you? Or does this look bullish? It looks bullish, correct? Especially when we sweep these. Are these equal highs? Are these equal lows? Yes, they are. especially after we sweep those equal lows and then we sweep previous day's low. Let me play price forward. How many people do you think? There's so many lines. Let me remove one of this line right here. This is that weekly high, which caused the SMT. Excuse me, the monthly high, which caused the SMT. So we have a previous day's low sweep right here, even SMT. So how many people do you think got caught up by this fake SMT at the lows to long it? You tell me. How many people do you think were instantly looking for longs here? I know for sure that's a lot because they do not know how to trade. And I do. So get the mentorship. If this video helped in some way, consider liking and subscribing. Tell me what you want to see next. I'm going to read the comments. And if you want to work with me one-on-one and learn my data-backed mechanicalized models that elevated me to another level, check the description. Peace.